Hey, 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 beautiful people, and welcome back to another episode of Mondays with Mondane. This is where we dive deep into life, love, liberty, and democracy. And now more than ever, we have to tell the truth. I'm your host, Edie Mondane, and I want to thank you for joining me tonight on this day, Mondays with Mondane. Tonight, we're talking about something that hits close to home, the economic plight of Black America and the small businessman. We celebrate Black success. We champion Black entrepreneurship, but let's be honest. If you're not a Black business owner who doesn't kiss, bash, or play by conventional rules, you're in for a rough ride. You see, in America, small business is the backbone of the economy. But if you're Black, that backbone is constantly under attack. And what's worse, not only do we fight against systemic barriers, but we often fight against our own people, my brother. So let's talk about why. Is it that Black men that show up with dreams in head, hope in heart, eager feet, hungry for success, often find himself at the bottom of the bottom? And more importantly, beloved, what are we going to do about it? Tonight, I'm privileged, honored to be joined by a man who has lived through this struggle, pushed through and built something that matters. Uncle Theo himself, Theotis Cason, from Cason's Fine Meats. Brother, it's glad to have you with me.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. I'm glad to be here. It's a pleasure, and it's an honor. And you are so right on your opening remarks, what you said. The fight is real. The dream is real. The dollars and cents make sense, but we have to make sense. We pay a higher price for what we do. We get a lower product. We don't have the love. It's not fair across the board for what we do. We give up a lot to be in business. Mm-hmm. Myself, 50 years plus in business.
50 years.
A lot of sacrifice. A lot of Sundays, Saturdays. I don't get paid. Everybody else get paid but me. And right now, I'm working for my grandbabies.
Yeah.
Because I want them to have it better than what I had, and I'm trying to get them to understand you've got to sacrifice a lot. My young granddaughter and grandson, Messiah and Jayla, 10 and 15, they come to work with me often on Saturday, on Sunday sometime when I'm there, to see what Paw does. Paw works hard for his family, for his community. And right now, it's a harder fight because we're divided in America. We don't have the tools that it takes to work. We're getting cut off at the ends. The struggle's still real.
You know, this is a good place, Theo, to input this. Let's paint a picture for y'all. A Black man decides he wants to start a business. He doesn't have an MBA. He doesn't have a fancy investor backing him, and he doesn't have a wealthy uncle who can front him 50 grand to get started. What does he have? A dream, work ethic, and a community that he thinks will support him. But the moment he steps into the game, he's hit with barriers from every direction. And Uncle Theo was just telling us about some of that right now. You know, there's a thing we call financial gatekeeping. Black businesses struggle to get bank loans at the same rate as their white counterparts. When they do get loans, the interest rates are often higher. Has that been your experience?
That is true. And you know, I found out this here, Pastor. We go to our vendors I've been in business, like I say, 50 years. None of them has gave me or offered me a line of credit.
Wait a minute. Hold the horses. You've been in business 50 years.
Yes, sir.
And you have not been offered a line of credit.
Not a 10-day line, not a 5-day line.
Or a 2-day loan.
Or a 2-day loan. Every invoice I pick up, it says COD. And if you know what COD is, cash on delivery. And you know what? That made me a better person. That made me a better businessman.
Come on now.
And I thank God for that.
Black resilience. You know, they say black don't crack. Look, the number two is the lack of access to capital. We're talking about it. Funding is reserved for tech startups, not butchers, barbers, soul food joints, candlestick makers. If you don't have a corporate investor, you're often what? On your own.
Right now, Pastor, here in this city where we're at, my biggest meat supplier is going out of business.
Gee.
Is going out of work. They're out of business. And the reason why, they hooked up with some other people. And the other people didn't pay some bills.
Wow.
So there's 91 people laid off.
This takes us into the third thing. Being a black business owner and et cetera, there is no room for mistakes. If a black business fails, we don't get a second chance. White businesses fail all the time, and banks give them another shot. and then there's the part that stings me the most. Hold on. These people go out of business and then open up 2 weeks from now, and they got all these, you know, and they're putting up all this. And I'm going, where do they get this money from?
In a new name.
And a new name.
In a new name, Pastor. And
oh, wait a minute. We're being delusional. We just don't know. Oh, well, see, what happened is that you all are just delusional. You're ignorant. You don't understand business. You don't understand the process. You don't understand the process. And so, you know, okay, I get it, right?
Me, myself, with my degree from Neighborhood Bills University on Williams in Tillamook, where I started, it was the greatest degree ever because the old men ruled the neighborhood back in the day.
Come on
That's
now.
when this city.
Those was the professors, huh?
That's when this city.
Yes, sir.
Was overflowing with black businesses. And now we can count them on one or two hands, which we have. And let me tell you something, people. My business is the hardest business to run. It has a shelf life on that meat, 7 days. You either sell it or you smell it. You got to get rid of it.
Dude.
You got to know when to hold and when to fold, you know, and you pray to God that you're doing something right so people can pass the word out. A lady came in the other day and asked me, what about advertising? I said, you know, the best advertisement is word of mouth. Word of mouth makes you or breaks you.
Yes, sir.
In this city. And hey, I try to live right. I try to do right. By that, I want to be right. Because, hey, your nose is pointed up in the sky anyway. When you come in and you're looking and you're smelling. And hopefully things don't look right so you can go back and say, well, hey, typical black business.
This is what brings us into this next segue. Look, number 4, our own people doubt us. How many times have we heard, I don't trust black businesses. They don't have good customer service, or they charge too much. Meanwhile, we'll drop $100 at Whole Foods without any question.
Without any question.
Why do we do this? Why do they do this to us? Set us free.
Well, because you look in the mirror, Pastor, and they don't see trust. They don't see hope. They don't see knowledge. They don't see understanding. Hey, what I do, I'm doing for the community. I'm doing for the ones before me. I work for my mom and dad who worked the fields. I work for all the black businesses before me who were successful in this city. as a young kid at 9 years old when I started. And hey, our problem is, hey, we don't trust one another. We don't listen. Well, why this piece of meat, it's a little dark? Well, because you're used to that red dye. You're used to hormones, antibiotics, chemicals. When you cook that piece of meat red, no matter where you get it from, what color is it going to be? Is it still going to be red in the pot? When you put it on the grill, when you take it off the grill, oh, you may like it medium rare. So yeah, there'll be a little red in there. But understand, learn about the product, learn what you're getting, learn who's supplying. I live in this city. I want to serve my next door neighbors and everybody else beyond. I had a lady come from Gresham just the other day because she was looking for this certain piece of meat and nobody would get it for her. She come to Uncle Theo's. Uncle Theo took care of her because I understand the business.
All right, meat man.
You know,
I'm
I
a meat
understand.
man, and a meat man knows
Yes.
the finest meat is Theo's,
Yes.
right?
Yes, sir.
Hey, this is the journey of Theotis Cason, and it's an interesting journey. A journey that is the story of not just this black man, but black men all over the nation. Let me tell y'all about Uncle Theo. This man has been cutting and selling high quality meats for over 40 years, 50. He's built a reputation not just as a businessman, but as a mentor, a community leader, and someone who believes in giving back. He's run his business through 6 locations, survived economic downturns, and faced every challenge you can think of. But let's hear it from him directly. Talk to us about what it's like being a black business owner in Portland, and is it worth it?
You know, I ask myself that every day. Every day, because every day there's a new challenge. You got people coming in. They don't know nothing about the meat business. You're hateful, you're ungrateful, because you think I have something. I'm on a fine corner, and fantastic, and I make it look good, because that's what I do. I love what I'm doing. I'm in it for the love. You know, I'm not in it for the money. I don't make money. I mean, I don't,
We understand.
you understand what I'm saying?
You're not there
Yes.
for the love of money.
I'm not
You're
there for the love of money.
of
I'm
the
there for the
culture.
love of what I'm doing, to give the people an alternative.
How much does that have with culture? How much does that has to do with culture?
Well, you know, it depends on what time of year or time of day it is, I guess, with culture.
Okay.
It's just like a sunny day like today. You fire up the grill, and everybody comes out.
I get you.
Because, hey, I put an aroma in there that make you want to come.
It make you want to come.
It makes you want to come.
Now tell us where you are right now. And you can see it at the bottom of the screen, but tell us where you are.
Right now, I'm at Alberta and Martin Luther King Boulevard. 5015 Northeast Martin Luther King, right on the corner, next to the grocery store, the natural grocery store. Mm-hmm. If you don't see it, you can smell us on certain days. But we are there for the people. And, you know, I'm there for the love of what I do.
Now tell us about your hours. Tell us.
My hours are 10 to 6. You know, I was planning to go a little longer for the spring and summer, but if you can't get it then, you can
So
catch
10
me the
a.m.
next
to
day.
6 a.m.
10
Is
a.m.
it
to
6 days a week or 5 days a week?
It's 6 days a week.
So
And,
Monday through Saturday.
Monday is, we close early on Monday.
What time do you close on
We
Monday?
close on Monday at 5 o'clock.
Now watch the bottom of the screen, but listen.
And on Sunday we're closed. Not unless it's a holiday. We're there for the holidays to serve the people, and we want you to get a good experience. Saturday, we close at 5 o'clock. You know, we shut it down and take a little time off. You know, because hey, my wife, she deserves some of me. My grandkids deserve some of Paw. You know, so hey, you guys come on in and see what we have. If we don't have what you want, we can get it. You know, it's a lot of sacrifice, Pastor, and people don't understand. Like I say, it's the hardest business to run, and you know, everybody's worried about the dollar. You know what? Don't worry about the dollar. Spend what God gave you and enjoy it, because hey, we are just here for a little while, and we're going to serve you for a little while longer. And come on in, because hey, if you see the doors locked for 4 or 5 days, hey, this man has deserved a vacation.
Yeah.
I'm going to take some time for me, but for the community, for everybody that loves Cason's Fine Meat, and if you don't love Cason's Fine Meat, we take care of the need of serving people. So come on in and be blessed.
Come on in and be blessed. You heard it from Big Uncle Theo, and we love you, man.
We love you too.
There's 5 takeaways that I want black entrepreneurs and business owners to take away. Let's talk about the problem. Let's talk about solutions. Here are 5 takeaways. And every black business owner, entrepreneur, and dreamer out there, take heed. Stop waiting for permission. Ain't nobody coming to save you. You've got a dream. Start where you are with what you got. Number 2, you need to learn the business game. You don't need a degree, but you need knowledge. Learn about credit, business loans, grants, and marketing. Third thing is find your people. You will not survive alone. Connect with black chambers of commerce, entrepreneurial networks, and community mentorships. You've got to demand excellence from yourself and from your people. If you want your community to support you, give them something worth supporting.
Amen.
But also, we need to show up for our own. Winston Churchill penned this one: never give up. If Uncle Theo can grind for 40, 50 years in an industry that ain't built for us, you can push through too. Where do we get the help that we need? Let's talk about resources. If you're a black entrepreneur, you can find help at the Black Economic Collective. They provide business development programs, loans, and networking opportunities that will hopefully serve you. Look into the Portland Black Chamber of Commerce. It's a hub for black entrepreneurs to connect, grow, and get financial guidance. Come on down to Poshines and talk to Uncle John. It's a catering and business incubator, a community-driven space for culinary entrepreneurs helping black food businesses thrive. And if you're a youth that is inspired to move forward, contact Pastor Robin Gordon at Teach Me to Fish, right here at Celebration Tabernacle. If you are a black business owner, you are not alone. Tap into these resources and others. Find out, ask folks, build, connect, expand. Now, we're going to have our closing words from Theotis Cason.
I want to say this here. To be successful, look in the mirror and see if this is really what you want to do. Be on time. Be there. Keep a clean establishment. What you don't know, ask somebody. Mm-hmm. And we have to support one another. We have to work together. And we have to learn. And we've got to lose that mindset. Quit hating. Oh, I don't like him because he's that. You don't like and love yourself, and you'll never be in the business. You'll never be successful.
Hey.
You know, if you want to take it higher, take it higher.
Preach.
But show up.
Show up.
Get up in the morning.
Get up.
Because in a small business, your money depends on sales. You miss 50 sales a day, you don't know how much money you miss. You can't serve food at lunchtime, and you're not there for the lunch. You open at 1, and your sign said open at 11.
Lord have mercy.
You know, open on time and be on time, and keep grinding. Keep hope alive in yourself. Keep the push alive. Don't give up. Figure it out. Ask somebody.
You better ask somebody.
It don't come overnight.
It don't come overnight. And I think that's a good point to stop on. It don't come overnight. Black business ain't just about making money. It's about legacy. It's about ownership. And let me say this loud and clear. You don't have to change who you are to be successful. You don't have to beg for a seat at the table. You don't have to kiss nobody's ass to get ahead. But you do have to do this. Believe in yourself. Put in the work and refuse to quit. And trust me, when you build something great, they'll show up. Family, if you took something from tonight, don't keep it to yourself. I want you to support black businesses. Encourage black entrepreneurs to go forward. Be a part of the solution and not a part of the problem. Follow Mondays with Mondene for real talk, real stories, and real solutions. Until next time, keep building, keep dreaming, and keep pushing. Uncle Theo, thank you for being here with me tonight.
Thank you so much,
man.
Pastor.
I love you dearly.
For having me.
Keep your heart strong, your mind clear, and your spirit resilient. Turn in next week for more conversations that move us forward. Until then, stay vigilant. Oh, a special shout out to our sponsors. Poshine's, not just another restaurant, but an institution. Located at 8139 North Denver, right here in the Kitten District, and you can expect the best soul food this side of the Willamette. Aunties and Tonties Daycare, right around the corner. They the best moms in substitution for good moms. Adorn Electric, they light up our lives, and they're lighting up this set. We're grateful for their support on this podcast, and you can visit me right here on Sunday mornings at 8131 North Denver at Celebration Tabernacle. A special thank you to our production team, Dion, Robin, Andy, and Paul. Not one of them is bigger than the other, and they all stand tall, and ain't none of them tall as me. If you enjoyed this episode, please share it with your friends and followers. Turn on your notifications so you never miss a thing with Mondays with Mondene. Be sure to follow us on Facebook. There it is right there. And YouTube. Y'all know what it is. See you later, alligator. At the wild. Don't cook no crocodile. See you. You know, I talk about a lot about knowing where you came from to know where you're going. Well, I came from the projects of St. Louis, Missouri, and I ended up into the majestic mountaintops of Portland, Oregon. It's been a wonderful journey, and Lewis and Clark took that journey from St. Louis to Portland, and I took it too. It talks about who I am, and as I'm with you often in the in cyberspace or on websites or on the, what do you call it, social media, I want you to know a little bit about me and who I am. This book talks about my fantasies, my failures, my triumphs, and more than that, it talks about the resiliency of being able to continue to go forward regardless of the odds. I'd get a copy. It's called From Maladies to Melodies. And I hope that you enjoy it and give me some feedback. God bless.
Hey, it's time for you to come to Poshine. Check out that catfish sandwich. Oh my goodness, is that the shrimp po' boy? Man, look at that chocolate chip cake. Man, I need to get over to Poshine's at 8139 North Denver right now because this food looks delicious. Or call if you'd like, 503-978-9000. And don't miss it, you'll be sorry.
In times gone past, we find ourselves making excuses so that people reminded, ooh, I've got to get home and tend to the brand new missus. I need some time alone. Can't just wait until I finish texting on my phone.